Camilla kicked out. A royal betrayal has shaken the palace. Queen Camilla has been cast aside after Princess Anne exposed her darkest secret. The monarchy is in chaos, and this is no ordinary dispute. The tension, the whispers, the hidden power plays. Everything has led to this moment. The woman who fought her way to the top is now watching it all crumble before her eyes. Stay tuned, because this crisis is far from over. A bow, a snub, and a silent war. At a recent high-profile royal event, something unusual happened. Eyes were glued to one particular royal when Queen Camilla walked in. Normally, tradition dictates that members of the family offer a proper curtsy as a sign of respect. But this time, not even close. Instead of following the strict royal rulebook, one royal gave nothing more than a simple nod before walking away. To the casual onlooker, it might not have seemed like much, but to royal insiders, it was a bombshell. This was not an accident or a mere lapse in memory. This was a message, and the weight of that silent defiance would soon shake the very foundations of the monarchy. Camilla's climb to queen consort has always been messy, and it is no secret that her place in the royal family has been a source of controversy. Her past is filled with scandal, and for many she has never truly belonged. Some royals have accepted her, while others have not. And now, after years of quiet resentment bubbling under the surface, things have finally boiled over. The royal who refused to curtsy has been one of the hardest working and most dedicated members of the monarchy. She has spent her life upholding the traditions that define the royal family, making her snub even more significant. This was not just a break in protocol, it was a statement, loud and clear. It was a rejection of Camilla's position, her influence, and everything she has tried to establish since becoming queen consort. The fallout from this moment has been swift. Royal insiders have hinted at long-standing tensions between Camilla and certain members of the family, but this event has pulled back the curtain. The whispers of discontent have turned into full-fledged speculation. It is no longer just about a curtsy, it is about Camilla's entire standing in the royal household. And if the latest reports are to be believed, this is not just a matter of tension anymore. It is a full-blown crisis. One of the biggest points of contention has been Camilla's insistence on elevating her own family members within royal events. Her efforts to include them in high-profile occasions have rubbed many the wrong way. Traditionally, royal events focus on the immediate royal family, but Camilla has pushed to bring her relatives into the spotlight. For some, this was the final straw. Royals who have dedicated their lives to serving the monarchy feel like she is overstepping, and they are not keeping quiet about it anymore. Prince William has reportedly made his frustrations clear. While he has been careful with his words in public, sources suggest he is not thrilled about Camilla's growing influence. During King Charles's coronation, William's speech carried subtle hints of discomfort, as if he was signaling that not everyone in the family is happy with the current state of affairs. His carefully chosen words did not go unnoticed, and many believe they were directed at Camilla's controversial rise to power. Camilla's history with the royal family only adds to the complicated situation. Before she was queen consort, she was at the center of one of the most infamous scandals in royal history, the love triangle between her, Charles, and Princess Diana. Public opinion has never fully shifted in her favor, and even within the family, old wounds have not healed. Some royals have never forgotten how Camilla's relationship with Charles upended everything. And now, with her at the top, those resentments are resurfacing. The person who refused to curtsy has a particularly tangled history with Camilla. Decades ago, she was married to Andrew Parker Bowles, Camilla's former husband. Their relationship had its ups and downs, but when Camilla entered the picture, things got messy. That old drama did not just disappear, it lingered. And when Camilla became queen consort, it only reignited old tensions. The refusal to curtsy was not just about royal protocol, it was personal. With all this bubbling under the surface, it was only a matter of time before something exploded. And now it looks like Camilla's time in the royal family has hit a breaking point. The reports are saying she is out, pushed aside, dismissed, done. Whether it was a collective decision from senior royals or a power move from one particularly influential figure, the outcome is the same. Camilla's role in the monarchy has been dramatically reduced. The reactions to this shocking turn of events are all over the place. Some see it as a necessary course correction, a way to preserve the traditions that define the royal family. Others think it is long overdue, believing Camilla never truly belonged in the first place. And then there are those who wonder what this means for King Charles. He fought hard for Camilla to be accepted, and now that she has been pushed out, his reign faces a new level of instability. The monarchy is built on appearances, on carefully crafted images of unity, grace, and tradition. But moments like this prove that behind the scenes, it is a battlefield of power struggles and personal grievances. Camilla's departure is not just a minor shakeup, it is a sign that the fractures within the royal family are deeper than anyone imagined. And with this latest revelation, the cracks are no longer just whispers. They are out in the open for the world to see. The tensions have not just emerged overnight. For years, there have been murmurs of private conflicts, strategic alliances, and quiet battles for influence behind palace walls. Camilla's rise was never welcomed by all, and for some, her presence has always been a reminder of a painful past that the monarchy would rather forget. When Camilla was first introduced into royal life, she was met with skepticism. Her reputation preceded her, and even though Charles was determined to bring her into the fold, resistance was fierce. Some royals viewed her as an outsider who had no rightful place among them, while others struggled to accept her influence. Time did little to heal these wounds. And now, just when it seemed the dust had settled, another storm is already brewing. The royal bow that changed everything. The British monarchy has long been a symbol of tradition, hierarchy, and duty. Among these customs is the practice of courtesy, a gesture that reflects submission and respect within the royal hierarchy. Women in the royal family are expected to perform a formal bow or curtsy when greeting and bidding farewell to those who outrank them. This ritual might seem archaic to outsiders, but it's a cornerstone of royal protocol. During a high-profile royal event, all eyes were on one royal's response when the Queen approached her. Instead of the expected curtsy, she offered a polite nod and walked on. To casual observers, this might have seemed trivial, but to royal insiders and watchers, it spoke volumes. Before we delve into this, it's clear that this subtle act of defiance hints at deeper tensions within the royal family. And this won't be the only revelation that will shock you. The gesture wasn't just a deviation from protocol, it was a powerful statement. Known as one of the hardest working royals, this individual has spent her life upholding the monarchy's traditions. Her refusal to curtsy wasn't an oversight, but rather a calculated act. It's no news that her relationship with the Queen has been strained, rooted in historical tensions and differing views on royal duties. This subtle snub has sparked debates about whether she's aligning herself with the younger generation of royals, like Prince William, who are pushing for modernization, or if this was a personal stance against the Queen's role as Queen Consort. This small act of defiance has ignited speculation about unresolved tensions within the royal family. One significant point of contention is the Queen's coronation arrangements, particularly her decision to include her own family members in prominent roles. This move, seen by many as sidelining traditional royal practices, reportedly did not sit well with her. Known for her dedication to the monarchy's legacy, she fiercely defends its traditions. Insiders suggest that she viewed the Queen's choices as a breach of royal protocol, further straining their already tenuous relationship. Adding to the intrigue is Prince William's rumored dissatisfaction with the Queen's approach to her role. During King Charles's coronation, William's speech alluded to the discomfort surrounding the Queen's position and its impact on family unity. These whispers of discontent within the royal household have fueled public curiosity and media frenzy. Social media is ablaze with opinions, with some praising her for standing her ground and others questioning the motivations behind her actions. Was she simply upholding tradition, or was she sending a clear message about her stance on the Queen's place in the family? The Queen's path to becoming Queen Consort has been anything but smooth. From her early days as a London debutante mingling with the elite to her controversial relationship with Charles, she has faced relentless public scrutiny. Her past ties to the royal family, particularly her involvement in the infamous love triangle with Charles and Diana, have cast a long shadow over her role. This history adds another layer of complexity to her relationships within the royal family. Her connection to the Queen dates back decades, and their shared history is riddled with awkward intersections, including her past romance with Andrew Parker Bowles, the Queen's former husband. Her refusal to curtsy may also be rooted in this tangled history. In the 1970s, she and Andrew Parker Bowles shared a romance that reportedly ended due to royal pressures. When Andrew married the Queen in 1973, she was present at the wedding, but the event likely left lingering tensions. Fast forward to the present, and these unresolved dynamics continue to influence interactions. Her polite nod at the recent royal event wasn't just a break in tradition, it was a reminder of the deep-rooted complexities within the royal family. The royal family's public image relies on presenting a united front, but behind closed doors, their relationships are anything but simple. The dynamics between this royal and the Queen highlight the ongoing struggle between personal feelings and public duty. As senior royals, their every move is scrutinized, and minor gestures are often interpreted as significant statements. The decision to nod rather than curtsy has been dissected endlessly, with theories ranging from personal defiance to broader commentary on the monarchy's future. This small act was only the start, as the clash between old royal ways and the Queen's new ideas soon became clear. Clashing views in the royal family. The Queen's rise to Queen Consort was marked by skepticism and resistance, both from the public and within the royal family. Her unconventional path to the throne, coupled with her efforts to modernize certain aspects of royal life, has ruffled feathers. A staunch traditionalist represents a different perspective on what it means to be a royal. This clash of ideologies underscores the evolving nature of the monarchy in the 21st century. The tension isn't just about protocol, it's a reflection of broader shifts within the royal family. With younger royals advocating for modernization and senior members championing tradition, the monarchy is at a crossroads. The public's fascination with these dynamics stems from the realization that even royals aren't immune to familial conflicts and power struggles. The drama surrounding this refusal to curtsy is a microcosm of the challenges facing the monarchy as it navigates a rapidly changing world. The British monarchy has always been a blend of public spectacle and private complexity. From grand ceremonies to intimate family moments, every aspect of royal life is scrutinized. The relationship between Anne and the Queen is no exception. Their differing approaches to royal duties and personal histories have created a dynamic that's both compelling and contentious. As the monarchy continues to evolve, the interactions between its members will undoubtedly remain a source of intrigue and speculation. Anne's actions have reignited discussions about the relevance and future of the monarchy. In a world where tradition often clashes with modern values, the royal family's ability to adapt is constantly tested. Anne's refusal to curtsy may seem like a small act, but it's emblematic of the larger challenges facing the monarchy. As debates about the Queen's role continue, the royal family must find a way to balance its storied past with the demands of the present. The fallout from Anne's gesture has been felt across the royal family. Reports suggest that tensions between Anne and the Queen have escalated, with insiders hinting at strained interactions during private gatherings. The media has seized on this narrative, further fueling speculation about the state of the monarchy. Public opinion remains divided, with some viewing Anne as a defender of tradition and others criticizing her for creating unnecessary drama. Supporters of the Queen argue that she's worked tirelessly to earn her place within the royal family. Her efforts to support King Charles and engage with charitable initiatives have been well documented. However, her detractors point to her controversial past and perceive breaches of protocol as reasons for skepticism. The divide in public opinion mirrors the divisions within the royal family itself. As the monarchy faces increasing scrutiny, the actions of its members take on even greater significance. Anne's refusal to curtsy has become a symbol of the broader challenges confronting the royal family. The tension between tradition and modernization, personal feelings and public duty, is at the heart of this controversy. How the monarchy navigates these challenges will shape its future and its place in the 21st century. The story of Anne and the Queen is a reminder that even the most powerful families aren't immune to internal conflicts. Their relationship reflects the complexities of royal life, where personal history and public expectations collide. As the monarchy continues to evolve, the interactions between its members will remain a source of fascination and debate. The fallout from Anne's gesture serves as a microcosm of the larger issues facing the royal family, highlighting the delicate balance between tradition and change. Camilla's path within the royal family is far from over. While her role as queen consort is now official, the controversies surrounding her position underscore the challenges she'll continue to face. The actions of another royal figure have brought these issues to the forefront, forcing the monarchy to confront its internal divisions. As the royal family navigates this period of transition, the public will undoubtedly continue to watch their every move with keen interest. But skepticism within the family wasn't confined to one individual. Queen Elizabeth herself skipped the ceremony, a move that spoke volumes about the lingering unease within the family. The post-wedding photographs captured an awkward distance, with key players like the Queen and Prince Philip noticeably keeping their interactions minimal. Body language experts noted the lack of warmth, particularly from one family member, whose rigid stance seemed to scream disapproval. Resistance wasn't solely reserved for Camilla, however. There was a history of tension toward Princess Diana, whose modern approach to royal life clashed with a steadfast commitment to duty and tradition. Behind the royal traditions, past conflicts and personal choices shaped Camilla's story in ways that still matter today. Royal marriages that shaped history. Looking back, the coldness toward Camilla could be seen as part of a larger pattern. Conservative values made it difficult to embrace the unconventional aspects of both Diana and Camilla's relationships with Charles. Yet ironically, this same person broke royal norms in a major way by divorcing their spouse, Mark Phillips, in 1992 and remarrying soon after. Their decision to wed Timothy Lawrence, whom they had an affair with while still married, caused a stir in royal circles. At the time, it was a shocking move, but it inadvertently paved the way for Charles and Camilla to pursue their relationship more openly years later. Without this precedent, it's questionable whether the royal family would have been as accepting of Camilla as they are today. The tangled web of relationships doesn't stop there. Camilla's involvement with Charles reportedly started as a way to get back at her then-boyfriend, Andrew Parker Bowles. According to royal biographer Penny Junor, Andrew's flirtations with a senior royal may have been the catalyst that pushed Camilla toward Charles. This petty back and forth set the stage for one of the most controversial love stories in royal history. Camilla's fiery response to Andrew's infidelity included slashing his tires and leaving lipstick messages on his car, a dramatic turn of events that highlighted just how messy their dynamic was. Despite their tumultuous beginnings, Charles and Camilla eventually found their way to each other, solidifying their bond with a wedding that marked a new chapter for the royal family. Yet the shadow of disapproval loomed large. Reports indicate that Camilla felt intimidated for years after the marriage. A blunt personality and lingering connections with Andrew Parker Bowles only added to the tension. Penny Junor revealed that Camilla struggled to find her footing in the royal family, in part because of an unyielding attitude she faced. Reservations weren't unfounded. A no-nonsense approach to royal duties clashed with Camilla's initial reputation as a homewrecker. Over time, however, the two women appeared to reach a level of mutual respect, at least publicly. Body language experts have noted moments of camaraderie, like their shared laugh over matching outfits at a Christmas church service in 2019. Such instances, though rare, suggest that they have found ways to coexist within the royal framework. The royal family's ever-evolving dynamics add another layer of complexity to this relationship. When Queen Elizabeth passed away and Charles ascended the throne, Camilla's role as queen consort reshaped the hierarchy within the family. Protocol dictated that Camilla no longer needed to curtsy to anyone within the royal family, a shift that undoubtedly stirred old tensions. Tradition was still strongly advocated for, with reported suggestions of rules placing princesses born into the royal family above those who married in, such as Camilla. This move, while rooted in protocol, hinted at ongoing struggles to fully accept Camilla's position. Despite their differences, both women have shown a commitment to supporting the monarchy. After Prince Philip's passing, they joined Charles and other senior royals in forming a united front to uphold the family's public image. This elite squad of key figures, including William, Kate, Edward, and Sophie, has become the backbone of the modern royal family. Shared responsibilities seem to have brought them closer, even if their personal connection remains distant. The intertwining lives of key royal figures, Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles, continue to fuel intrigue. Andrew's long-standing ties to the royal family, dating back to his childhood, have kept him firmly in the orbit of both women. He's the godfather of Zara, and Charles is the godfather of Andrew and Camilla's son, Tom. These connections underscore the inescapable, interwoven nature of their relationships. making it nearly impossible for anyone to completely disentangle themselves from the drama. As the royal family adapts to a new era under King Charles's reign, the spotlight often shifts to the shifting dynamics among its members. Traditionalist views and Camilla's unconventional rise to queen consort symbolize the broader push and pull between old and new within the monarchy. While their history is marked by friction, their ability to collaborate for the greater good of the crown speaks to their shared sense of duty. Still, the question remains, can years of tension truly be set aside, or will the past continue to shape their relationship? The royal family's intricate web of alliances, betrayals, and reconciliations offers endless fodder for speculation. The story of these two women is just one thread in a tapestry of royal intrigue, but it highlights the challenges of navigating personal relationships within an institution steeped in tradition. As the monarchy moves forward, the legacy of these formidable figures will undoubtedly continue to influence its path, for better or worse. While the royal family faces challenges now, their past is filled with struggles over power, loyalty, and change. The rise of Britain's royal family. The British royal family's roots stretch back over a millennium, a mix of ambition, power struggles, and a hefty dose of rebranding. It all started with the Anglo-Saxon kings, small-time rulers piecing together what we now call England. Among these, Alfred the Great earned his title not just by fighting off Viking raiders, but by promoting laws and education, shaping his corner of the world in the late 9th century. He wasn't perfect, but compared to the chaos of the time, he was a steady hand. By the 10th century, England had coalesced into a unified kingdom, but stability didn't last long. In 1066, William the Conqueror stormed in from Normandy, flipping the script with the Norman conquest. William's rule brought feudalism, stone castles, and a cultural shakeup that left England's elite speaking French for centuries. His descendants held on to power, navigating rebellions, assassinations, and the odd famine. Fast forward a few centuries, and we land in the Tudor era, a time of drama both personal and political. King Henry VIII, infamous for his 6 wives, decided he didn't want the Pope meddling in his affairs and split from the Roman Catholic Church. The creation of the Church of England was as much about power as it was about theology, and it set the stage for centuries of religious tension. Henry's efforts to secure a male heir and control his realm led to bloodshed, heartache, and a lasting legacy of royal turmoil. The early 17th century saw another turning point when James VI of Scotland also became James I of England. This union of the crowns brought England and Scotland under one monarch, though their governments remained separate for a time. By 1707, the Acts of Union officially merged the two nations into Great Britain, a political maneuver that forever altered the British Isles' trajectory. Moving to the 20th century, the royal family found itself in a tight spot during World War I. With their German roots under scrutiny, King George V wisely rebranded the dynasty, swapping the Germanic-sounding House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha for the more English-friendly House of Windsor in 1917. It was a PR move for the ages, cementing their loyalty to Britain in the eyes of a skeptical public. The monarchy's change from having complete control to being more symbolic was not a quick shift. It took many years. It all began in 1215 with the Magna Carta, a historic document that set limits on the king's power. Over hundreds of years, political battles and reforms slowly reduced the monarchy's authority, giving Parliament more control over how the country was run. Today, the royal family no longer makes big decisions for the government. Instead, they focus on ceremonies, traditions, and connecting with the public. The royal family has found itself trying to balance its deep traditions with staying meaningful in modern times. This can be especially hard in today's world, where social media changes how people see and judge them. For example, the late Queen Elizabeth II became a symbol of calm and strength for decades. Meanwhile, younger royals like Prince William and Prince Harry added a personal and relatable side to their roles. Even with scandals and controversies, the monarchy has stayed standing, showing its ability to adjust to a much different world than the one it came from. Looking back, the story of the royal family is filled with moments of change, resilience, and sometimes surprising twists of fate. Starting with ancient Anglo-Saxon rulers and continuing to the modern-day Windsors, their history is deeply tied to Britain's own. Their lives and actions reflect the nation's challenges, victories, and shifting identity over time. Through wars, political storms, and social changes, the monarchy has managed to survive, adapt, and remain a central part of British life. In some ways, the royal family is more about representing a sense of continuity and unity rather than wielding real political power. Their role in public life is as much about tradition and culture as it is about staying connected to the people. From grand state events to charity work, they provide a link to Britain's past while also trying to stay relevant in the present. Yet this balance is not always easy to maintain, especially when personal dramas become global headlines. Somehow, through it all, the monarchy remains a symbol of Britain itself, evolving with the times while holding on to its roots. Was Queen Camilla's removal truly justified? Or is there a deeper royal feud brewing behind closed doors? Tell us what you think, and remember to like and subscribe for more.